Hi, soul family. I'm trying to get comfortable in my rocking chair. You're out with me on my patio, my magical, check this out, this is where we are. This is where my bear is. This is where my beautiful blue sage is. This is where my gorgeous wind chimes are, my glow-in-the-dark hummingbirds. This is the cabin that I've manifested, that I wanted so bad. Check out this garden, right? It's absolutely magical. So, it's been a really long time. Hi, Ingrid. Good morning, goddess. I've been so busy working, cleaning, getting the property ready that thought I was moving into and ended up not. And some of you know the story. Some of you in cyber world don't know the story. I worked really hard to get the house that was behind me, all the while wanting this cabin. And my friends Dan and Deanne, they're probably watching on their little video camera. They're wondering what I'm doing. They have video cameras so that they can watch the wildlife. And it ended up being after working for 3 weeks on that place, but I made money doing it, right? Spirit, there was a method to the madness. I was never meant to live there. I thought I was, but Spirit says, no, we got something else in mind for you. So right now, my landlady and my landlady Kate, who we healed our relationship and we've become really good friends. She'd already signed a lease with somebody to rent that my old space out, and she's awesome. Her name is Isabel, and I love her. I don't know. Hi, Christina. I love her. She's amazing. She was meant to be there. She has 2 giant dogs that play with Bea, and she's an artist, and she makes beautiful mala beads, right? Malas, I guess they're called. I always want to call them mala necklaces, but I guess mala is what it is. And I'm an artist too, but we're going to work on what I'm going to do. And I introduced her to my girlfriend Tina, who runs the art shows here in Sedona. And we had our last one this last weekend, but they're going to start up again in the fall. Hey, you, my little wanderer, Christina. So anyway, she's meant to be in that house, and I was meant to be in this house, but they don't want to. They don't want to rent it. They are. I said I need to be out of there, and I got nowhere to go. And my landlady and I were buying a place. So it's a modular home. It's double wide. It's older, but it's in mint condition. It's got a magical garden with magical garden instruments and artwork. Yard art is what I call it. Like this place. I said this place is so perfect for me. I love this place. I've always wanted it, and I don't know, Spirit had something else in mind. They say it's time to say goodbye for now. So on June 1st, we moved to our new place that my landlady just bought it cash because there was a smoking deal on it. It was ridiculous. I said to her, when I was going through all of this trauma at the other place, I said, I've saved up a good down payment, and I said, I wish I could just find something that was, cheap enough that I could just buy it, and I don't ever want to be asked to leave again. I don't want to ever have to beg to have my animals in my house. I want my own place. And I give credit to my girlfriend, Erica, who kept saying to me, you need your own place. You're going to get your own place. And I was like, I don't know how that's going to happen. And then I finally decided, after getting frustrated with her and sad about it, I thought, it's not my job to figure out how it's going to happen. It's Spirit's job. All I have to do is dream it, right? And ask for it. And I'm seeing victory sparrows fly right at me as they say that. So, this is the cabin that I want. I want this cottage. I love this cottage. I've never given up that thought. And so when I couldn't move into the new place until June 1st, and I had to be out of that place for my girlfriend Isabella to move into, I came to my friends here. They're the ones who gave me my birthday party, Dan and Deanna. They live in Alaska, and this is their little summer cottage, and they hadn't been down here in 2 years. So, yeah, you just got to dream it, right? It's just our job to dream it. So I wrote to them again, and I said, I know I keep torturing you about this place. I said, but I've got to move quickly, and it's not working out there. And I said, I've got somewhere to go June 1st, but in the meantime, I've got to go somewhere. And I'm just asking, is there any way I could rent even just one room from you? There's 3 rooms in this house, like 3 bedrooms. And they wrote back, and they said, we don't want to rent the house, but we would like you to come as our guest. Sometimes blessings are in the form of just really good people. Right? And they were definitely a blessing. They're the sweetest people in the world. So I get to have live my dream, and I get to live in this cottage for 3 weeks. And I'm training my cats. Oh, check this out. First message out the gate. Okay, I'm going to put it to the side. I'm training my cats to stay in the house because the new place, they're not allowed outside. That's a problem for me. It's a problem for them too. It's a problem all the way around because there's coyotes here, and someone that I'm connected to on Facebook just lost her best friend, was ripped to shreds by coyotes in the middle of the day. And I've seen them in the daytime, and Saphira keeps going out. I kind of try to babysit her, but I won't let my other ones out. And the place that I'm going to is, it's got a huge solarium, big sunroom, the whole length of the whole place. And it's all screened in, and part of it's got earth, like natural earth, so I can put real plants. I'm going to plant catnip in the ground right there. And I'm looking for stumps and trees, and so anybody has anything, let me know. I've been trying to catch up on my sleep. I was moving until like 4:30 in the morning, day after day, and I still don't have very much energy, but I'm getting there. And I asked Spirit, I said, I want to get my work done in the morning so I can just enjoy the rest of the day. And so by 12:31, all my clients I'd done, and I'm like, cool, I can just sit on my deck and enjoy myself. And then I thought, I'll bring you guys here and let's do a reading. It's been so long, right? So we're going to do four messages, and then at the end of that, I can take some private readings, like not private, like personal. I'll pull some cards. Five people. I can't keep track. I'm really bad at that. So somebody has to be the secretary and write the 5 people down so that I know who they are. Woo, there we go. So we got our 4 cards. Okay. So the items to choose from, I don't know how long I've been talking, but I don't want to talk any longer. The items to choose from for our 4 messages are going to be this Buddha. Well, she's not a Buddha. Somebody tell me what her name is. It's B-O-D, I can't remember. But when I was a little girl, my grandmother had this goddess on her mantle. And I was fascinated with it. And hers was porcelain, and the hand was broken off. So this is the goddess of, I think she's a healer. She's a healer, right? And I'm a healer. So she was a broken healer, which we all are, I feel. That was my message. We're all broken healers, right? That's how we learn how to heal other people, is by going through it ourselves. So I love this one. Okay, somebody keep track for me. Somebody who wants a reading. Christina Schaefer, can you write down the people, the 5 people? We've got Tracy and you yourself, Christina. That's who I see. And I do recognize that there's a delay and I may not see all the names. So whoever the first 5 are, right? First 5. So here's your first item to choose from, the goddess. The second item is what I picked up for my new home. Look at this selenite. Ah! This is what I consider myself. Self-charging, self-cleansing healer, right? I don't go to other people and pull their energy in order for me to get my energy. And I go away into nature to cleanse and heal myself. So selenite will cleanse and charge every other crystal, but it's also self-charging and self-cleansing, and it will not take the energy on of others. I like this. So I'm choosing this for me. This is badass. Hi, Wayne. Okay. So those are 2. This one, this is a heavy one. When I moved to Sedona 7 or 8 years ago, the first time, I came into my power, my own goddess personal power. And it's the power of the cougar, which is funny because I am a cougar. And I went to Escondido High School and our mascot was the cougar. So I've always been a cougar. But the cougar power, there's a lot of cougars here. Bea and I found a cougar's den and the cougar was in there. And on the way back down the mountain, I saw it on the way up and I hiked with it and I put it in my backpack. Oh, it's heavy as hell. Can you see my cougar? I don't know if the lighting is right, but there's the nose, the muzzle, the ear. This is my cougar. And it's freaking badass. I mean, am I doing it the wrong way? You can see it both ways, actually. Coming and going, it's the cougar. So, oh, there's that. Hi, Saphira. Come up here. Hi, Mama's girl. This is my wild kitty. Come here. Come here. Do you want to be the 4th item? Yeah? Come up here. She'll be the fourth item. Come here, Saphira. Come on, show everyone how beautiful you are. Hi, come here. This is my wild baby girl. Yeah, that's my girl. It's my Maine Coon. She's got a summer coat on right now. She looks a little bit. Okay, remember that she's the fourth item. Okay. Okay, here we go. So we've got our items. We're gonna start with the goddess. That was the first thing Ingrid said. Hello, goddess. So we'll start with the goddess. Those who chose the goddess, your message is of these four items. Father, please guide my hands, guide my mouth, guide my vision, guide my hearing. I ask for all those coming from the white light, all my ascended masters, all of my family, all of my angels, my archangels, all of your guides, all of your ascended masters, all of your angels and archangels, so that we connect and we hear what we need to hear, so that we're blessed and protected. I take on only the positive. Wow, my heart chakra's starting to spin. Thank you. They're already here. All right. I love being outside doing readings. Okay. So, Two of Swords. You're at choice. Right now, you are at choice. Someone is either unwilling or unable to make a decision. The message to you is, it's of an emotional nature as well. The message to you is you need to follow your own heart rather than what everybody else has to say or anyone else has to say. Even a trusted friend, even an advisor. I don't give my personal opinion ever. I've had issues with friends. They've asked my opinion and I said, okay, well, let me check. And they've said, I don't want to hear what Spirit has to say. And I said, then you don't want to hear anything from me because I'm not giving you my personal opinion. I don't want to be responsible for you making a choice that might work for me that doesn't work for you. So Spirit will guide you and will give me a message. You know, if you want to ask me, I'm connected and I'll ask Spirit. So somebody here is either trying to make other people happy, following other people's opinions, worrying about what anybody else has to say, or maybe they're just not wanting to make a choice, which means you're making a choice anyway. By making a choice or not making a choice, you're making a choice. You're making a decision. So somebody's pretending there's no problem. Somebody could be stuck at crossroads, like, I don't know. This looks really good. That looks really good. I don't know which way to go. So then you step back and you stop trying to figure it out. You step back and you just allow. You just breathe. And you allow, you say to Spirit, look, I don't know. I could go this way. I could go that way. I don't even know what's in my highest good. I'm not quite certain. I'm a little confused right now. I'm not quite sure if I'm ready. Can you show me? Right? And then you just wait. You don't go looking for it. You don't go trying to figure it out. Somebody like me, I'm in Aries. I'm in Aries in a Pisces moon with Gemini rising. So I've got the balance. I've got the Aries that wants to do it, the Pisces that wants to feel it, and the Gemini who wants to figure it out, right? So I'm one of those people that needs to step back and stop trying to figure it out. I need to let Spirit figure it out, and that's what I do. So right now, I'm going to go to my deck that is still in a gazillion little cards. I'm going to talk to Christina. I mean, not Christina. Well, maybe I am supposed to talk to Christina. I was going to talk to Isabel about how to get this deck developed. I could just get freaking playing cards and write on the back of them, like blank playing cards with a pretty front, or I could get index cards, or I could just keep doing this. But I would like to be able to shuffle my cards. You're an Aries? Okay. Someone wants to take it to the next level. Okay, so here's the issue. Somebody wants to take it to the next level, and another person is not choosing to do anything. They're either unwilling, unable, or overanalyzing, and they're trying to follow their heart. They're not trying to follow their heart. They are trying to make other people happy instead of following their heart. So someone wants to take it to the next level, but they're at choice at this moment, believing that they're stuck. We're never stuck. That's a choice. Correct for neutrality. Guide my hands to the perfect clarification card. Saphira loves being out here. She's lying here. Bea! Bea! Come here, you wanderer. Come on. Friends with possibly more. Friends with... Somebody wants to take it to the next level. Friends, possibly more. Clearly somebody wants more, right? Correct for neutrality. Hi, you stay here, you stinky. Yeah. Never mind running around a neighborhood. I'm all hot and bothered. Well, that's a bummer because I feel great. There's a breeze, but Bea's just went by panting. So somebody's all hot and bothered. They want to take it to the next level, and somebody is at stalemate. So maybe you needed to hear that. Maybe you needed to hear that somebody wants to take it to the next level. Yeah, I want to be friends, possibly more. So let's see how it goes, right? All right, so that was the first. Next message. What did I do with my other deck? I hope I didn't shuffle it away. I do that a lot. I end up, because I'm so neat, I'm such an organizer that I end up shuffling things and putting them away. Oh God, I didn't even see what these cards were. So hold on, let me find out. Oh, they're right here. Thank goodness I didn't. Okay. It's typical for me. Hi. Hi, Angela. Congratulations. Hi, Diane. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the selenite, and I did, because this is freaking amazing. Ah. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality. Selenite will correct you for neutrality. I might dream of Jeannie today. I'm not bald. It's just kind of hot. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the selenite wand. Ego. Somebody's stuck in a place of ego. They're thinking they're stuck. And Archangel Michael says, you're not stuck. You're not stuck. Break the chains that bind you. Accept responsibility for your life. This is your life, not your friends, not your dads, not your brothers. It's your life, right? Accept responsibility for your situation and then make choices that support your path to happiness. It speaks about addictions or unhealthy habits. So addictions can be all kinds of things, right? Addicted to other people's opinion. Addicted to keep making everybody else happy. Codependency, right? Drinking, drugs, shopaholic, workaholism. That's something I've had to work on, is workaholism. Who else wanted a personal reading? Okay, thank you for being the secretary. So right now what's going on is you're in a place of feeling like you're stuck. You feel like maybe justice isn't occurring. You might be feeling like you're in a situation where you can't break free, and Spirit says no. You know what? Call on your team. Call on Archangel Michael. I say that to Michael all the time. You know, when there was nothing for me, what was going to happen? My girlfriend Erica said, you need your own home. You need your own home. You need your home. And I was like, how is that going to happen? Wasn't my job to figure it out. It was Archangel Michael's job to figure it out. And he did. And my mom and my sister and my grandma and my dad, right? All in spirit saying, hell no, she's going to get her own home. Period. We'll handle it. So break away from you thinking that you're stuck. You can call Archangel Michael in and say, would you do a sweep of my home, my heart, my mind, this situation? Clear away what no longer serves me. Situations, people, thoughts, past karmic ties. This might be a karmic tie that has had you believing something for a really long time. Break free of that. There's healing and truth to be spoken here. This one's wearing a green dress. Green is healing, heart chakra, love, abundance. And there's a blue shawl like mine wrapped around it, which is the color of truth and the color of Archangel Michael, right? It's the color of communication. I'm wearing my lapis lazuli and my lapis and sodalite. This is all a stone of communication and friendship. Clarify. Right now, you may not even understand how it is going to happen, but Spirit will break away a chain. Maybe you do honestly not see your way out of something. You honestly don't. I'm not being stubborn. I honestly feel stuck. Okay, Archangel Michael, Father, guides, family. I don't know how to handle this. I don't know how to get out of this. I want to get out of this. Then change your words around. I will be released from this. I don't know how it's going to happen. It's not my job to figure it out, but I will be released from this. There are no binds that tie Spirit, and there's nothing that they can't do. So 2 of these cards, one was being at choice or being stuck, and now this one also. No, you're not stuck. This is confirmation, right? Can you get off of my cards, you little stinky? Yeah. My baby's all around me. Oh, your water's gone? I'll fill that up in a minute. Correct for neutrality. For those who chose the selenite wand. Now, I chose the selenite wand, right? I chose that. So I felt stuck. And I'm here to tell you, I manifest every single thing I've ever set my mind on. I wanted to live in this cottage. I had no idea how it was going to happen. I'm living here, aren't I? I wanted my own place. I'm getting my own place. It wasn't for me to figure it out. So I did what I'm telling you. I can say what I'm saying because I walk my walk and I talk my talk. So do it. They are in denial. Let them learn it themselves. Okay, so sometimes people can't hear, right? Sometimes it doesn't matter how many times you say it, which way to Sunday. They're in denial. They can't hear, they won't hear. It's a lesson that they need to learn, right? So there's no point in you, they're stuck. You're not stuck, they're stuck. Maybe that's the situation, because these messages are for us or someone close to us, right? Okay, they're stuck. They're in denial. They want to tell themselves they're stuck all day long and they'll never move. I'm stuck, I'm stuck, I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Okay, well, you are affirming to the universe that you are going to stay stuck, right? Because you keep saying it again and again and again. Stop saying what you don't want to create. Start saying what you want to create, and don't worry about how you have to do it. Dream big. Saphira. Saphira. She went after a bird. I'm not going to let you do that. That's one of the things that's good that they have to go in, because she brought me a headless bird yesterday. No, you leave those babies alone. I don't care if it's the cycle of life. I don't like it. So they're in denial. You're going to have to let them learn themselves. So don't worry about it. It's not your worry. It's not your stress. It's not your journey, right? It's theirs. It's just like with my children. I tell my clients all the time, as soon as my kids reached age of understanding, that's interesting because we went offline for a second. As soon as my children reached the age of 18, where they were legal adults, I have never once again told them what to do, ever. Because I was controlled by my family. My stepfather still tried to control me up until last summer, right? And I don't do that. They have their own path. Just because you were born into a family doesn't mean that you're going to be friends with those people or understand them or get them or have anything in common with them. It'd be wonderful if you could, but they're here to learn their own lesson. We just all got thrown into a family because those are our closest teachers, right? To be thrown into a mix of people that are so unlike you. I'm so unlike my family, totally different than all of them. I'm a starseed planted, right? My mother awoke shortly before she passed, but very, very different than my family. So when you're close to people and they're very different than you, it's lessons you have to learn to get along. It's teaching you how you're going to have to do it in the real world, right? There is still time to fix things. I don't even remember getting this in my hand. That's interesting. It literally jumped into my hand. So they're in denial. Let them learn it themselves. There is still time to fix things. Correct for neutrality. They want to please you, but they're afraid because of lack of funds. I will tell you, personally, for myself, if anybody knows me, that would not apply to me. That would not apply to anyone who cares about me, because that is not where I put my emphasis. Because money does not come from you. Money is energy and spirit provides it. And if we are meant to have money, we will have money. And if you don't, there's a reason why. There's a lesson possibly, the fact that you think that you need to worry about it. That's probably the lesson. You don't need to worry about it. I don't worry about money coming. Money comes, money goes. And Spirit has taken away everything from me 4 times, completely everything. And it was for me to learn that I'm not the one who brings it. If I'm supposed to get out and hike and stop working and stop stressing, my phone will stop ringing. Spirit will warn me. They'll give me an advance warning. Look, you're run down. You need to exercise. You need to relax. You need to rest. You need to stop spending so much of your energy. You need to give back to yourself. And they'll warn me again and again and again. And then my phone will stop. And they're like, fine. My dad used to have to get sick. He would not stop working until he got the flu. And he would literally plan it. He would say, I feel a cold coming on, or I feel like, because he didn't feel, because of the way he was raised, that it was okay for him to not work 24/7. And I was raised by him, and so I'm a hard worker, and I work until I realize, life's got to be in balance. So they want to please you, but they're afraid because of lack of funds. Well, pleasing me is not coming from money. Pleasing's not coming from money. That won't please me. And if you put your emphasis on that, that definitely won't please me. So obviously you're not in alignment, right? Because that's not the most important thing. Now, this is a lesson. They're in denial. Learn it themselves, right? There's still time to fix things. At this point, now I chose this. So the one that I love, everyone knows there's only one in my heart. And I know that person was raised to believe that they need to provide. And it's been important. It's one of the very first things that my twin soul said to me is, what do you do for a living? And at the time I was like, just beginning this, right? I wasn't really making any money doing what I'm doing. This is what I do. This is my path and my job. Bea, stay. Bea. Bea. Come here. Sorry. Bea. Oh, God. She went and barked at the neighbor, and then now she's licking him. Bea. Come on. Come on. Sorry. Come. Bea. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah. She's a flirt. Come here, Bea. I'm not interested, though. Come. So, that wasn't good because you didn't come back when I called you. I'm going to put you in the house if you don't listen. Yeah. So, people that were raised by a family who is focused on earning a living. I know my dad used to tell me when I was a kid how it never happened to him, but if a man loses his job, he loses his identity, and he takes it as a personal attack on self. And if somebody loses their job, it's like, you know, maybe you were in a position of authority and all of a sudden the rug gets pulled out from underneath you, and it's all of a sudden I don't even know who I am anymore because I was raised to take care of my family. I was raised to get ahead and succeed, and that's not what Spirit has asked us to do. So don't be afraid if you have lack of funds. There may be a reason that you have lack of funds, and you're in denial over what that lesson is. Bea, stay here. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the cougar, don't park there. Nope. People try to park in front of our spots so that they can go hiking. Oh, this is interesting. So for those who chose the cougar, you can see this guy walking out the door. He's got his best friend right next to him, and he's got all of this wealth accrued here, right? He's scratching his head. It's a new moon wishes. He's scratching his head, and he's walking out, and he's carrying one cup. He's leaving all of this behind. He's recognized, I got to move on, right? There's got to be more to my life than what I've been experiencing. I'm now beginning my spiritual quest, my journey. Even the dog's looking back. I don't know, man. You sure you want to lose that? You want to walk away from that? Spirit says somebody's choosing to make big life changes. It's a change in priorities. It's leaving home. It might even, in fact, be that you have been in a home that was a family compound, I got in my mind. So you're part of a family estate. You're choosing to leave that. Maybe you're choosing to leave your state, choosing to leave. Well, I'm leaving my home, right? I've already left it. I've chosen to move on. I left California. I came to Sedona on my spiritual quest. This is my path. This is where I'm meant to be, right? So this is also what I thought was important. I now realize I'm scratching my head going, God, why did I feel like everything was about that? I don't need all of that. I really don't. That's not who I am. That doesn't create my sense of self-worth. I can take a little bit and bring it forward. I can't take all that with me. It's weighing me down. Maybe the pursuit of all of this has been weighing me down. Maybe this job. Maybe something in that home. I just think it's really interesting that he's scratching his head. He's like, so scratching his head like, I can't believe I'm doing this, or where am I going, or wow, I can't believe I wasted all that time. I can't believe I put that much emphasis on that. It's just stuff. It's just stuff. It's weighing me down. Or who says that you aren't going to accrue that everywhere you go? You take your talent with you. You take yourself with you. You take your energy with you. You take spirit with you, right? Spirit says it's time to go. It's time to go. Get out the door. Take your buddy and go, right? It's time. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality. Sometimes we got to get a push. Sometimes we got to get fired from a job. Sometimes somebody has to break up with us. Sometimes there has to be an argument. Sometimes stuff happens. We don't know why. All of a sudden, spirit goes stomping through our life with combat boots, and it feels bad at the time. Sometimes we got to get to the place where we're stuck, and we just can't get moving until we get to a different place. Sometimes you don't even realize until you get to that place. That's the only way you're going to get moving. I'm uncomfortable around him or her. Can't you see that? Can't you see that? I'm not comfortable around them. Can't you see that? So I'll give another example. when I ran into my twin soul, he was sitting at a table and there was some man standing above him, and it was awkward. It was awkward, the situation. I felt it immediately. They were not aligned. He was very uncomfortable, and I didn't like that person standing above him. I'm uncomfortable around him or her. Can't you see that? Absolutely. Can't you? Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose, what did I say? The cougar's head? Yeah. Your pride is going to lose your dream. Ego is what was in that big bucket. Ego, your pride, all wrapped up. I want to move forward, but I don't have enough to offer you, so I'm not going to do anything. So I'm going to lose out on my dream. That's a pretty stupid move. Stop ignoring me. Stop ignoring me, period. Nobody wants to be ignored. Everybody wants to be acknowledged. Everybody wants to know that they're important. But are you being ignored? Or is somebody ignoring you? Or are you projecting what you're doing onto someone else? Or somebody mirroring, and I got confirmation for that. Is somebody mirroring back to you what you have done to them? Stop ignoring me. Well, your pride's going to lose your dream. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. It's choosing. It's time to make a change, right? It's time to walk away from what, maybe your work. Maybe your work has been the reason that you have been ignoring someone, putting somebody else on the back burner. I didn't have enough money, so I was trying to move forward into, trying to amass this wealth. Well, you didn't want that? That wasn't important to you? Is that why you're scratching your head? No, I don't need your money. I don't need anything from any of you. I've got my own spiritual team. They take care of me, right? That's the way it is for all of us. Correct for neutrality on all levels. One more. Do not call or text them. Give them space. So, do not call or text them. Stop ignoring me. So with my clients, I have a client, I speak to her every single day, and she's got a guy who's very into her, but he's a workaholic. He says he's doing it for them, but he works all the time. And he makes plans with her, and then he breaks them all the time. And so they were supposed to finally go away this weekend, and she was all excited, and they were going to go just for the day, but they were going to spend the night in a different town. And he told her again, well, I can't go, so we'll make it next week. And Spirit said no. Sometimes the message to her is being a little bit more understanding and compromise, right? This time Spirit said absolutely not. Absolutely not. They were like hardlining, and she says, what do I say to him? And I said, you tell him, I'm done being put on the back burner. I'm done. I am more important than your job. You have promised me again and again, soon. And I had to wait. So unless you're calling to tell me when we're going to meet up, don't contact me again, period. Because you just popped my balloon. Do you get off on torturing people? Here, you're going to go to Disneyland to the kids. You're going to go to Disneyland. No, we're not going to go this weekend. We're going to go to Disneyland. We're going to go to Disney. Yay. Oh, no, we're not going to go. We're not going to go. Don't do that to somebody unless you want that done to you. So, stop ignoring me? No, Spirit says don't call them, don't text them, give them space to learn their lesson because their pride is about to lose their dream. And that's why they're scratching their head. Why is it not working? Well, figure it out, dude. Or dude, yes, figure it out. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Last card. For those who chose Saphira, and I did, Wise Counselor. So this is about uniting with ones who are of like mind. This is a like-minded community. That person that was leaving and going on a spiritual quest because they didn't belong. They didn't belong to that crowd. They didn't belong even in their own family. They didn't even belong in their own family. They needed to be, and oh wow. 2 California scrubs. California scrubs are beautiful. This is our Western Jay. It talks about delayed gratification. You know you're going to get it. You know it's coming. You know you're going to get it, but there's been a delay. 2 of them are there. There's also the song, I Don't Want No Scrub. Scrub is the one who lays on his mama's couch bitching about, what he doesn't have, or he hangs out of his best friend's ride trying to hit on his girlfriend. Nobody wants that kind of scrub, right? I want somebody who takes care of themselves. Well, you just said you're not worried, you're not worried if I don't have the funds to give you everything that I feel that you deserve. No, there's a difference between being lazy and losing your job. There's a difference between being lazy and choosing that this is not in my highest good and I need to make priority changes, and maybe that means leaving this job. And so right now I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'm scared shitless, but Spirit says don't worry about it. You're making the changes that you need to make. You're not lying on somebody else's couch, eating out of somebody else's home and hitting on their girlfriend. There's a difference between delayed gratification. I know it's going to come. I got to build up my business. I don't have a lot right now. I got to work hard. That's fine, but you better cut out time for the ones that you love and for yourself. If you don't have balance, it doesn't work. This is about comparing traditional values, traditional methods with different ways of looking at things. Okay, the tried and true ways. This has always worked for me. Well, if it continues to work for you, great. If it doesn't, then it's time to try something different, right? Maybe it's always been that I worked really, really hard. I got to work really hard for a living, right? She works hard for her money, right? Hard for her money. I don't work hard for my money. I love what I do. I said to Spirit, I want to be able to work half a day and enjoy why I'm here, right? Give me all my calls in the morning. And I love what I do. And I have worked long hours, and it took me a long time to build up my career, build up my, what do they call them on my, I work on a psychic hotline, and people leave comments. I can't remember what that's called. Testimonials, right? I don't even look at my testimonials, but I've realized that they're really, really, there's a lot, and they're good, and it took me a while to build that up. So everybody understands that. When you start a new business, yes, you've got to work hard. Yes, you've got to put your time in. Yes, but you don't have to kill yourself. There needs to be balance. And Spirit says, try listening to what somebody else has done. Try doing it a different way. Try understanding yourself. Well, maybe I'll do it this way. Ooh, Cardinal. Cardinal. Can you see him on the suet? Right there. I'm not taking any calls right now. There's the balance, right? That's balance. No, I'm not taking calls right now. I'm busy. I'm doing this. Nope, sorry, I'm not working right now. I'm going to go for a hike, and I'm going to just try it. Just try it. Spirit says, you've been getting the message again and again that you're working too hard. You need to take a break. You really need to take a break. You really need to go on a vacation. You need to give yourself some downtime. Yeah, I keep getting that message. I keep getting that message. Okay, so just one time, humor Spirit and try it. All right? I'm going to ask for a sick day, or I'm going to call in sick, or I'm not going to take calls today. I'm going to turn my phone off, and I'm going to turn this job down because I need a break. And I trust that when I come back and when I'm more relaxed and rested, I'm going to have, if I don't have that job waiting for me, I'll have another. I'm going to trust you that you're going to take care of me. And that's wise counsel. That's wise counsel. I like that because I've done it myself and it works. Crack for neutrality. It's always balance, right? Do you smoke pot? I haven't for quite a while, but I would, right? Do you drink? No, I don't really like the taste of alcohol, and I haven't for a while, but I would have a drink. I like the feeling of a buzz. I'm giving horrible examples probably, but I am. The point is balance, right? I'm not going to get loaded. I'm not going to work 24/7. I'm not going to play 24/7. I'm not going to be a California scrub. I am a California girl, but I'm going to be balanced. It's not wrong to want to be successful. Absolutely not. It is absolutely not wrong. I had a real battle with this myself. I wanted my page to be noticed. I wanted my work to be recognized. And then I realized, like, why are these readings? I share these to YouTube, right? Why do I only get like 200 views on this when somebody who does tarot card readings, like, because this is guidance from Spirit, right? Tarot cards is like, I don't want guidance. I don't want to be given information and things that I can do to work on. I just want you to tell me. I just want you to tell me what's coming. I don't want to do any work. And Spirit says that's not what we want you to do. We don't want you to do tarot. We don't want you to do zodiac signs. We want you to do this. And so I was like, well, I don't understand why, it always stays at the same amount of people. But I don't have to be on a channel for people to get the messages. I don't have to be even on Facebook for people to learn from what I've learned, right? It's the way I live my life. It's people watching your example. People, that's why Spirit put me through all the things that they have, because there's a lot of people watching. How does she do that? How does she end up on top? I do end up on top all the time. And it's very clearly Spirit who does it. It's not my family helping me. My father, who's got more money than God, cut me off. I didn't need his money. Spirit brought it to me. I'm getting my own house. I didn't need my dad's help. My dad, who was going to cut me off if I continued my spiritual path. You'll be cut off from the family money. All right, I never asked you for money my whole life, and I don't need it now because you're not the one who takes care of it. You may make the choice to ignore your path or to go against your integrity, go against your honor, and get your family money and then have something happen and be all taken away from you, right? Make your choices based on your honor and your integrity. And it's not wrong to be successful. But who says what is successful, right? Maybe it's the way you viewed success in your world. Who says that you're not successful? I would say somebody who stands in their honor and in their integrity and who is a kind, generous person, who gives credit where credit is due, who is forgiving and compassionate and understanding, I would say that's a really freaking successful person, right? I don't have to have a doctorate. I don't have to have something hanging on the wall. Spirit had me take 2 courses, dream analysis and Reiki healing. And the reason was I was going to be getting prophetic dreams and I needed to understand the symbology of dreams. I needed to understand what it felt like to have energy moving through my body. But I have been advised to not take any other classes or courses. I didn't do it so that I have a certificate to show people. I don't care if you don't believe in what I have to say because I can't show you that I've studied under this stuff. I've studied under the best. I was taught by Spirit. I was taught by my father. There is no higher calling and there is no higher course than that. And if somebody doesn't recognize the quality of somebody's work or themselves, and if they don't recognize their own success, they aren't successful. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for, I just got a side message. You know the person who said, I want to please you, but I don't have right funds, or there's a lack of funds, or I can't remember the words. I just heard a small gift is appropriate. A small gift is appropriate. I don't know why you would even have to give a gift. Don't allow them to guilt you. You're right. Don't allow them to guilt you. You know what your higher self says. You know what your gut tells you. You know what your intuition is saying. You know what your path is. You know what is right and wrong. We all know what's right and wrong. We may lie to ourselves or talk ourselves into believing something different, but we already know. So don't allow anyone to guilt you. They can't guilt you unless you say that they can. Stop acting like you're so cool. You're acting like a fool. So somebody asked me quite a long time ago on my page, why does it always have to be about you when you're giving, examples? Because I can't use you as an example, but I can use myself. I don't mind throwing myself under a bus. I don't mind saying, hey, this is what I did, and it didn't work out very well. So, you want to do it, go for it. But I can tell you, it doesn't work very well. So it doesn't, and also Spirit said to me later, because it kind of hurt my feelings at first, and then Spirit said to me later, because it is about you. Every single thing that happens in this world is about you. This is your life. This is your path. Of course it's about you. It has to be about you. You can't love another person if you don't love yourself, right? You can't respect anyone else unless you respect yourself. It has to start with you. You're no help to anybody else if you can't be there for you. So it is about me. Check out my soulmate pendant. I'm calling in my soulmate. I've decided. This is a pendant that I bought it years ago. And it's garnet, rose quartz, ruby, clear quartz for intention, and amethyst. These are all soulmate stones. And I added this little double heart to it. And I used to hang this way. And the soldering broke on it. So I had my friend Sebastian Wolf wrap it for me. And I am wearing it every single day. And my intention is my soulmate is coming. Because I'm done being by myself. I want my soulmate with me. And I want a soulmate that is with me, not at work. Right? And I don't need somebody to be in my pocket because I'm a very independent person and I like free space, but I am done dreaming only. So this is my intention. And I love it. Sebastian Wolf and his wife Majestic, they're amazing rappers. So rappers. Not singing rappers. Okay, that's it. Those are our readings. So let's do the 5 people. And we're going to use one of my favorite decks. I love this deck. This is the Spirit Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. So I know that Christina is the secretary, so she goes first. Yes, it's my intention and it's going to happen. You watch. I've accomplished everything else, and now I've decided I'm good in my career. I'm good in my path. I'm happy where I am. I love my babies. I've let go of the past. I don't have any animosity or anger. I'm not mad at my parents. I love my mom. My stepdad's still, he's probably not going to get it until he goes back into spirit. So I'm ready. I'm ready for my second half, right? Christina, Tracy, Ingrid, Angela, and Corey. Okay, here we go. Now, remember, you guys, you can ask a question, right? Have something in mind. And even if you were not one of the ones that were chosen for a reading, you can get your same message. You can get you will know what your message is. You will know what the message is for you. Correct for neutrality. So I'm going to start with Christina. Christina's my secretary. Thank you. I appreciate you. Christina's my hiking buddy. She was my first hiking buddy here in Sedona, and she's in Florida right now. But I'll have a room for her when she gets to Sedona where she can come stay. Correct for neutrality. My place is a 2-bedroom. Plus, I'm going to put the daybed out on the solarium, and that's got 2 beds in it. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality. Sorry, it'll come when it's ready. This is exciting, isn't it? Ooh, there we go. Ooh. Flame of love. Look at that girl. In the flow, right? Flexible. What kind of a tree are you? I always want to be a weeping willow because it moves with the wind. It doesn't matter what storm hits it, it's going to survive. So right now it's talking about the love that you have, that you are radiating out into the world by being what? By being authentic, vulnerable, truthfully yourself. This is who I am, all of me, right? I'm standing tall in my sense of self-worth. This is perfect for you, Christina. I love this. Any illusion that you have, the flame of inside of you, this healing power of love is going to burn through any illusions that you have that are holding you back in any way whatsoever, that is stopping you from the possibilities that are endless, right? Remember in the beginning, all we have to do is dream it. This is what I want. This is what I'm looking for. Spirit just wants to know what we want. What do you want? I say to Spirit, what do you want from me? And then they tell me, right? Today they said, yes, we'd like you to relax, but it's time for you to go out and connect with your soul family. Did you hear those chimes? So share what you've learned, right? Okay, I'll do that. Now, I need a house. I need a place that's safe. I need a place that I don't ever have to be asked to leave again. I want my animals with me, and I want a garden. I miss my garden. Boom, got it, right? So right now for you, Spirit says this is a powerful time of transformation. You just have to step into the fact that I am connected to Source. Spirit is always around us. They're always waiting at our ready to fill every desire and every need. Are we going to get every single thing that we want in our life? No. And are we going to get it right away? No. Because there is something to be said for going through challenges, right? It makes you stronger. Also, Spirit says, how bad do you want it? What are you willing to do? How bad do you want it? Reach for it. And surrender to the divine, right? This is what I want. I'm going to move in accordance with the guidance steps that I'm given, and then I surrender it to you. And then let it be. Sycamore tree. I love sycamores. I do. I love them. Do you know they hold so much cold water? Even here in the desert, when you go out and you hug them, they're so cold. They're amazing. They look like a big birch tree. I've always been in love with birch trees. The white bark that peels, it's so gorgeous. Willow and scores. Sycamores. Okay, sorry. Yeah, those are my two too. Isn't that funny? It's because you're my little buddy. Okay, hold on. Tracy. Tracy is the name of my half-sister in Canada. I have 2 little sisters in Canada, Tracy and Kelly. I met them when I was 18. And Tracy just popped up on my feed recently, and I looked at her and I thought, gosh, we look alike. Isn't that interesting? Our father's genes are very, very strong. I look just like my dad. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality. Tracy. Correct. I think it was Tracy's birthday recently. Correct for neutrality. Happy birthday, Tracy, if you're watching. Woo. Tracy, sexuality. So you see an embrace happening here. This is the divine feminine, divine masculine. It could be aspects within yourself or it could be someone else. But whatever it is, Spirit says there's an influx of sexual energy. on its way to you. Sexual energy is your seat of your sacral chakra, right? The seat of sexual energy and creativity. It's our motivating power force moving forward. So it's embracing the divine feminine and the divine masculine within us. It's also telling you it's safe for you to express yourself sexually in any way you feel like it, as long as you're not hurting another person. If you want to express yourself, I was wearing a top the other day, and I didn't realize. I walked into the Goodwill, my favorite place in Sedona. It's like treasure hunting. And I saw myself in the mirror, and I was like, oh my God. I had a black bra on, and I had this top, and it was way more see-through than I thought. And I said, okay, I look like a hooker, so I'm going to buy a top. But then I thought about it, and I thought, you know what? I mean, I'm from California, and if you watch people around here, you have a bathing suit on and you throw a cover up on. That's what she thought I was wearing, a bathing suit under. I wasn't, but it looked like that. So, I mean, I wasn't going out there. I didn't purposely try to dress like a hooker. and I did dress it down a bit. But this is telling you, if you want to express yourself sexually, and as long as you come from a place of love, it's good. It's also within intimate relationships, right? If you want to express yourself in a sexual way, that maybe you were raised that's not something we did. In the way I was raised a Jehovah's Witness. There was no masturbation. There was no oral sex. There was no lot of anything. And it was bad. And bad. And I was called a prude. And I wasn't a prude. That's what I was taught. It was wrong to me. And then I thought, okay, so I've been single since forever, right? Forever. And I don't have sex with people. This is my temple. No one's touching this. You can't touch this, right? Only somebody that's on the highest level is going to touch my temple. So what does that mean? I don't get any sex? No. And if I don't learn how to pleasure myself or know what it is that I like, then how is it going to work very well with somebody else? These are all learning lessons. This was taught to me very late in life. Very late in life. So this is a pretty out there. I mean, PG-13 or PG-18, whatever. I'm glad I had the same treatment with my bio father. He was in to buy a ticket for a lotto that we had in Canada that reached over 60 million. And he goes to me and he says he would have to give up his kids, $2 million each, to top it off. He would then said he would give us $500,000 first and see how that goes. And if it goes right, then you would get the rest. I told him, don't ever worry about giving me anything. You didn't before, so why start now? Well, that's just control in all reality. I don't want your dirty money. I don't want your dirty money. I don't want the money where it comes from. If it doesn't come from a place of honor and integrity and love, I don't want anything to do with it anyway. Correct for neutrality on all levels. So we did Tracy, we did Christina, and now we're doing Ingrid. Correct for neutrality. This is fun for me. I've missed you guys. I've missed being out here. That fell out again, sexuality. So that's a big one. That's a big one. So what about expressing yourself sexually? What if you're gay? And that was another thing as a Jehovah's Witness. If you were gay, that was not happening, right? So what if you're gay? That's how you were made. You weren't made. There's nothing wrong with the way you were made, right? So you express yourself sexually any way you freaking feel like it. And nobody is there to judge you. And even if they are, it shouldn't bother you because it's not your problem, it's theirs. You're very welcome. Big hugs. Hi, you. Thank you. Correct for neutrality. Ingrid, right? Sacred knowledge. Sacred knowledge. So, rainbow, mountains, sky. So there's ancient knowledge waiting in the heart of the earth. It's yearning to be discovered. Crystals hold the key. I am so in love with crystals. I'm covered in crystals. There's reasons I wear certain crystals. There's power in crystals. There's healing in crystals. Spirit wants us to get into the earth, onto the earth. This is how we're grounded. This is how we connect to them, how we connect to source, how we connect back to ourself. And Spirit says, we want you to connect energetically with the crystals of the earth. Yay! That means I've got crystals calling me. I got more crystals calling me. I'm going to start working with crystals. My girlfriend Isabel, that's the artist, I've got something up my sleeve, and it has to do with working with crystals. So for you, crystals can bring abundance. Like my girlfriend Isabel's boyfriend, he was a geology major, And he was telling us about the different types of rocks. And he says, you know, everybody in Sedona keeps thinking that they're finding clear quartz crystal. I did. I thought that's what it was. And he says that the area around here, what it is it's calcite. And Isabel goes, oh, man, it's calcite? I thought it was clear quartz. And I said, calcite's fantastic. Calcite is a crystal that brings energy. It speeds up your metabolism. It brings in wealth. Calcite is a fabulous crystal. So I'm looking at yellow calcite here. Yellow calcite might be something that you need to take a look at. It brings about abundance. It brings about healing. I just keep being shown yellow calcite is very important to you. I'm in love with crystals too. I have a house full of them. Oh gosh. So there's a friend that I have at the art show. Her name is Linda, and she's a fairy godmother. And oh, I just got a message. And I'm a fairy. My mom called me Fairy Sherry. I'm Welsh, right? Welsh descent, and I work with the fairies. And she says, I'd like you to come out to my house. She makes these beautiful crystal hangings. And I said, I would love to come there. And she goes, it'll blow your mind. And I'm like, yay! I'm super excited because I know this place is going to be completely filled with crystals. And the energy that emanates from them is just something else. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality. Today I'm wearing, what am I wearing? I've got all those that I told you about. I've got lapis lazuli, I've got my moonstone, I've got raw ruby, I've got sapphire, I've got larimar, I've got black obsidian, sodalite. Sodalite is my stone. It's like the blue jeans stone. And this is denim lapis, which is similar. That's my twin stone. When you go into a place with crystals, people are confused. Like my girlfriend, Tina, she said to me, she was looking at a little Tree of Life pendant that Sebastian had wrapped. But she says, but I like this. And she was pointing this out. I said, that's yellow calcite. And he says, actually, that's Paysan diamond. And then he looked at it and he goes, oh, with yellow calcite. I heard immediately yellow calcite. And it wasn't as beautiful as the Tree of Life pendant, which is what I chose right away, which was amethyst and lapis and sodalite, I'm pretty sure. I went to those. My body went to those. Those are my power stones. But her body went straight to the calcite. Don't ever question what your body goes to. Your body knows what you need. So when I read to her all the properties of yellow calcite, she's like, oh my God. So don't ever question it. Tracy, a crystal queen. Oh, wow. There's a place in Sedona. I got to go down there. I keep saying it, and I'm going to do it. There's a place in Sedona, Tlaquepaque, and they have a crystal mermaid's crown. I'm going to go get one. And somebody said, you should wear that when you do readings. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to be a sideshow. And then I thought, I'm not a sideshow. I'm a freaking mermaid. So, yeah, I'm going to go get one. So wait till you guys see me wearing my crystal crown. I can't wait. Maybe we'll go there, Bea. We'll go there today. Hold on, I'm shuffling. Sorry. Angela. Correct for neutrality for Angela. Thank you for being here today with me, you guys. I feel the energy moving back and forth between us. It feels fantastic. This is remember that one message that we got, wise counselor, right? Like-minded souls. This. Glad to see you. Look so well. Thank you. Glad to see you as well. Oh, wow. Tracy says she got the same message this morning, yellow calcite. Nice. I just saw a soulmate. Your soulmate is here. Ah, is he? Hello, my love. Hello, my love. Correct for neutrality. Well, there's a lot of soulmates there. You guys are soulmates as well, right? But I obviously picked up on him. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Welcome. They're showing me a moose and they're showing me a bear. Moose, I'm Canadian. Moose says, you know your own authority. You know your own inner wisdom. Do that. And the bear, I always think of California bear. Mama bear, sugar bear. Okay. Joy. Yay. So this is Kuan Yin, the goddess of love and compassion and forgiveness and mercy. She's saying right now that this is a time of healing. You're being showered with joy. You're being showered with love and with light. And Spirit says, accept this. You stay. 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 I have an Airbnb that lives next door, so people coming all the time. You stay. You never mind. You stay. Yeah. You stay here. She's trying to tiptoe past, so like I can't see her. So Spirit says right now, accept this. Whatever has been sad is going to be soon replaced with joyfulness. Whatever has felt sad for you in your life. So please accept Kuan Yin's energy into your life right now. Ingrid, thank you so much. I'm working now, but I've been listening. I will go back and watch later. Have a wonderful day. Blessings to you. Thank you. Corey, correct for neutrality, all overs. Corey, wait. Good girl. You mommy's good girl, yeah. Where's Saphira? Ooh, that was quick. Flame of love again. So this is, again, unconditional love. Stand tall. Stand tall in your sense of self-worth, right? Trust in your own healing power, your own strength to influence the situation. We can influence the situation without even speaking, just by intention. Hi, Christina. Hi, Christine. Powerful time of ideas, of creativity, of manifestation. This is, I am the magician. Look at this. I am the magician, she says. All this, I know who I am. I know where I come from. I know what I can manage. I can manage it all. And what I can't manage, Spirit will manage for me. You need a joy right now? Wonderful. That kind of flipped out, so I'm going to do another. Correct for neutrality. Stay. Bea. Never mind tiptoeing across. She's like, what is that? Tiptoe through the tulips. Tiny Tim. Stay. Ooh, message in that. Tiny Tim. So this one is the younger brother. Best friend. I get it. Oh, wow. Correct for neutrality. But then I know somebody who's got an older brother named Tim. Correct for neutrality. There it is. Wow, you guys. Confirmation after confirmation. Sexuality again. Sexual energy is on its way. An influx of sexual energy. Creativity. Connecting to your highest self. Merging the divine feminine and divine masculine. I had a client today, and she's a businesswoman. She's black. And she's very successful. And she says, you know, some people say that I'm tough. And she goes, am I doing this? And I said, you know what? You're a woman in a man's world and you're black. And she says, yeah. And she had to scratch her way to get to the top. And she said she needed to be tough. And I said, well, for me, I was abused. I was emotionally and physically abused. I was sexually abused. That was way long ago. I'm not sitting here hanging on to it, and I'm not crying about it. I'm just saying this is where I came from. And I had people walk all over me because I was raised that your father was the one that you needed to respect, right? Respect your mother and father that it may go well with you. Well, what about when your father beats the living shit out of you and you should be hospitalized? Are you to respect that? No, you're not. But in the back of your mind, why did that happen? It doesn't start that way. It doesn't start that you're a strong person and someone comes against you. It starts in little ways where they start chipping away at your sense of self-worth, at your sense of right and wrong. And eventually you get to the place where you don't even remember who you are or why this is happening. Or when I was in Canada and this was happening to me, I went to the father of the person who was doing this. I was so scared. I didn't have anyone to go to, and I was embarrassed. Didn't want to tell my family, so I went to tell this person's father, and the man said, don't make him mad. If you don't make him mad, he won't hit you. And you're sitting there going, that doesn't feel right. There's something not right about that. But it doesn't have to be even physical hitting you. Somebody can be physically hitting you with words, right? And they chip away at your sense of self-worth, and sometimes we can do it to ourselves. So what you need to do, so maybe in order to get yourself out of that place, you've got to get tough. You got to get strong. I know that somebody said to me, you're very intimidating, you know. You've got an intimidating presence. And I said, I don't want to be intimidating. I don't like that. I don't want other people to intimidate me. And I don't want to be that way to other people. But I got to tell you, I am a peaceful warrior, but I carry a big fucking stick and I know how to use it. And we need to get to that place sometimes in order to just get strong enough to say no more. Right? No war. But then, did you hear what I just said? No more, no war. Maybe you had to get tough. And I said to her, but I know things about you. I said, I know that you've also dealt with other people that have very much touched your heart. And you've got this empathetic nature. And you're very kind. And you're very giving. You're very compassionate. You're not intimidating. I said, you are a firm boss, but you're a just boss. And she says, yeah, I am. And so sometimes we just need to hear that about ourselves. And sometimes we have to get to a place, you know, my ex-husband said to me, God, I wish you were who you are now. I would never have divorced you. And I said, if I was now or then who I am now, I would never have married you. We would never have been, it happened the way it was supposed to happen. But I was in a place where I was angry. I'd been abused, and no one was going to push me. No one was going to step all over me. And if many of you who've known me for a long time, if you look back at my past readings, you can see there was anger coming out, right? It's gone. So I said to my client today, I've gotten to a place where I don't need to fight with you. I don't need to battle you. I don't even need to say anything to you. If you're not working with me and I'm not working with you, blessings on your journey. Peace. But I will tell you, if you come at me and you come at the ones that I love, I will defend myself. I just choose love, not war, right? So this is a balancing of the feminine. And you don't have to be, you don't have to roar to be a lioness, right? You don't have to scratch to be a tiger. You can be an angel tiger, tiger angel. You can be very, very strong in silence. You can be silence is a really loud message, right? Don't stop ignoring me. Well, why do you think you're being ignored? Is there a reason you're being ignored? Is there something about your behavior that deserves being ignored? I would prefer to ignore it than engage in it, right? So right now, Spirit says this is about embracing both your masculine and your feminine energy. And it's safe for you to express yourself any way you see fit, as long as you're coming from a place of love. And like I said to my client today, we're always learning. None of us are perfect. None of us are going to get it right until we get back into spirit, right? Then we look down and go, oh, damn, I could have done that. I could have done it that way. So if we can keep an open heart and mind, and we are willing to be open to others' perspectives, or maybe the way it's done in a different way, we've always done it this way. Well, maybe that doesn't work very well. Well, that's the way my family's always done it. Well, you can see how well that worked, right? Maybe it's time to try something different. So as long as you come from a place of love, and if this has to do with sexuality, it's nobody's business but yours what goes on in that bedroom. Nobody's business. If you are two consenting adults and it brings you pleasure, it's no one's business. I'm not having sex with anybody but myself, so that's not applying to me right now. So being strong and gentle, yes, that is the definition of a true lion, right? They always show the lion with the daisies in its mane, right? A gentle lion. If you're a strong, powerful person and you're approachable and kind and gentle, that's strength and power, right? And respect. That's the kind of king or queen you want to be. Somebody that people aren't afraid to approach. Please don't be afraid to approach me, right? A lot of times people are afraid to approach another person because of what they assume, because of what they see on the outside. And I've met some of the most gentle, kind, loving, generous people, and you would have no idea. I always think of Keanu Reeves. I know it's a thing, but I do. I always think of Keanu Reeves. I love that energy, right? Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. All right, you guys, I want to do one for me because I love this deck. I just want to see what Spirit has to say. Correct for neutrality. I'm going to do one for my twin, too. Correct for neutrality, Spirit. For me, what do you want to tell me? What do I need to know? What can I learn? What will help? What do I need to understand? A lot. Several fell on the ground. Okay. 3 fell on the ground. So the crane totem is what I'm being seen. Right? It's crane people. They are the ones who dance to their own drum, dance to their own beat. They're different. They live outside the box. They see an opportunity when others don't, and they make something from the opportunity. They've always kind of been a little different, and they don't mind that. That's the crane people, and that's who I am, and I like who I am. It's taken me a long time to get here, but I would not want to be different than who I am. And the rainbow, promise of good things after a storm. And Spirit says blessings, being showered with love, with light. Creativity is being stirred, and it is, because I got some creative juices flowing here. So this is activation, being stirred, an endless stream of rainbow energy beaming from my heart. That's the first. Angel watches over me. Absolutely. My mom, my dad, my grandma, my little sister. This is protection card. This is saying angel wings surround you. Trust. And I trust this. I know this. Any fear needs to be replaced with love. Fear is false expectations appearing real. You are eternally held safe within the arms of an angel. I know that. And then aura of love. I've made it to this whole reading without crying. This is the union of twin souls. This is the union of the dark and the light, the shadow and the bright. This is the merging of two souls. This is acknowledging the feminine and the masculine within us both. This is the co-creation of the yin and the yang to create a perfect balance. I needed to see that. So I'm asking for one for my twin. Bye. Thank you. Peace out. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Twin. Ancient knowledge. Look at the crystals. Look at that symbol. There's a flame inside of your heart, a light that stems from the dawn of time. This is ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge. It's being rekindled. Close your eyes and connect. Feel the love radiating from inside of you and allow it to flow into your life and watch as it transforms the way things are. Because everything is in balance. There's the yin and the yang again, right? Everything is perfect just the way it is right now, not in 3 weeks. Everything's perfect right now. Own it. Acknowledge every part of yourself as perfect as it is, and you will find the balance you are seeking. Bam! Love it. Angela, you are looking so good. It is like you have arrived at yourself. Thank you. I feel fantastic. I really do. I will give credit to my friend Jacob. My friend Jacob, he lives on the corner, and I do readings for him like daily. He comes up all the time, and he's an energy worker, but like a body healer. He does massage therapy, and he does meridian unblocking, and so he was up again, and I said, geez, I could use a massage. I wonder if there's anybody around here who's good at it. And he goes, do you want to trade for the reading? And I said, yes. So he came yesterday, and we did it outside in the back. I shared a video of where we were set up. It was magical. It was at dusk, right before the sun went down. And so we started with victory sparrows and doves and finches and all the little birds. And we ended up with bats flying above us. It was amazing. And I told him, I've been through a lot this last couple of years, like real heavy. And especially these last few months, it's been really, really rough. And my body was just shot, and I haven't been out hiking in, God. Bay and I went on our first little hike the other day after 3 weeks, and this is somebody who was going at least twice a day, right? So I was feeling yuck about my body. I'd put on weight. I was too tired to do anything about it. And so I said, I was wearing my leggings and a little top, and I said, what do I have to take off? And he said, everything. And I'm like, oh, shit. I don't want to get naked, and you're going to see my arms and my legs. And I mean, I wasn't totally naked. I had a sheet over me. But I got to tell you, when I laid down I was so tense. He goes, you need to relax. And I was just like, oh my God. And he goes, Sherry, I don't look at bodies this way. He goes, this is my path. This is what I do. And he says, you need to love yourself. You need to stop, and you need to love yourself. This is ridiculous. And so I sat there and I said to my body, you've been through hell, and you've done good by me. You've worked really hard, and you've held up, and I'm proud of you, and I love you just the way you are, and you are perfect. And I needed to stop being so mean to myself. And I got to tell you, by the time he finished, he started unblocking my meridians, and he said, how does this side feel compared to this side? And I said, I feel like I'm floating. I said, it feels angelic. It was so light. And he says, I've been working on releasing all of that pain that happened in the last 2 months, all of that upset and stress. And when I got off that table, I got to tell you, I felt high. I said to my friends, I felt high as a kite. It was wonderful. And I feel that way now. I feel fantastic. And he says, all that crap's gone. Just let it go. And I said, it's gone. And it is. It was a choice. It was words that I told my body, and he worked on it and helped me release it, and it's done. Fantastic. So his name is Jacob Massey. If anybody is in the Sedona area, I would highly recommend him. Okay. Beautiful cards. Yes, I love this. Tony Carmine Salerno, Spirit Oracle. This says emotions. You are awash with unexpressed emotions. Say exactly what you feel. It is safe for you to speak your truth. And that's one of my policies that I adopt regularly, and I would recommend it highly. If you have anything nice to say, if you're thinking something kind or something pleasant, say it. It doesn't do anybody good if you keep it inside. Say it. Just spread the love. That's how my massage clients feel when they leave. Yeah, Angela Smith, she's a massage guru as well. Yes, special that he did that for me. Yeah, it was, he goes, what did you think of that? And I said, I deserved it. And he goes, you did? I said, I did. I've done so many readings for him. I go on for hours. And not only that, I deserved it. I said for years, gosh, I wish I could be like Princess Diana and be rich enough to afford somebody to come and massage me in my own space at my house. And see, it didn't have anything to do with money. I didn't have to be Princess Diana. I'm glad I'm not Princess Diana. I'm glad I'm me. I'm alive. I'm here, right? And I'm not under the gun of somebody trying to control me. I was, but I got away from it. So did she. She just had to go back into spirit. So see what I mean about money? I manifested without any money. I have gifts, and I traded my gifts. We all have gifts. We all have something to give. Consider trading your gifts. Allowing your gifts to be used. A lot of times people don't give enough credit to the gifts that they hold. All right, you guys, I'm going to go. I could go on forever. I've missed hanging out with you guys. So thank you so much. And I hope you're having a beautiful, blessed day. And we'll do this again soon. I love you. Thank you, Christina, for being my secretary.